Imagine sending your kid to school to learn, thinking that they will be a young mind under the guidance of a very capable instructor, being introduced to a new world of information, motivation, and determination. But when they get there, they're forced to evacuate the class, not because of a mass shooter or a natural disaster, but because somebody has sent their ghetto hellion to school with the attitude. NWA, baby.
Y'all get up and move.
And believe it or not,
Get out the class, everybody. Get out the class.
this is a young
Everybody
female.
get out the class.
Get out the class, everybody. Bonquisha is on the warpath.
Y'all come out.
Now,
Yeah. Y'all go out. Dr. Simon is right there in Miss Wilson's class doing the observation. You want to grab her?
now notice how when everyone is instructed to get out the class, the young Bonquisha decides to get up, stop acting crazy, and grab her stuff to head out the class, which shows you that young Bonquisha was doing this for attention, because once the people who could give her attention were leaving the class, she was compelled to stop acting like a young animal and evacuate the class herself. This is all a choice. This ain't trauma. This ain't a bad home life. None of those things. This is a kid who understands that they will never be held accountable for anything they do.
You want to grab her? She tried to get all her kids out the room. She started throwing stuff everywhere.
10 black women could not stop one Bonquisha from leaving the classroom. This is the result of these women. They've gotten what they wanted: liberation, freedom, the ability to do any and everything they want to do with no one being able to stop them. And they've passed this mindset down to their children. If it ain't the deadbeat mama at home, it's the deadbeat wenches at the school. They're actually getting a kick out of this. That's why they pulled out their cameras to record it.
I just heard the commotion.
Now, there was a time when I would say this is the product of parents who have been stripped of their ability to discipline their kids. But what I know now is that black women thrive on chaos. So when allowed, they exhibit chaotic behavior, and they not only permit their children to engage in chaotic behavior, they actually encourage it. Because don't touch my baby, don't tell my baby nothing. If that's what she want to do, that's what she gonna do. And that's what it was given. My baby can do whatever she wants, whenever she wants, however she wants, and no one better dare try to stop her. And that sentiment is shared by the women at that school, the black women at that school. That's why when they had the opportunity to keep her in the classroom, instead, they chose to let her out. Now, If there was a mass shooter at that school, they could have put that school on lockdown and they would have been able to force every last kid to stay in the class. You mean to tell me they couldn't implement the same protocols to keep that little demon in the class? They didn't want to. It was too entertaining. It was giving them too much tea. Clock it. For the hair salon later on that afternoon, or for the nail shop that Saturday. This is all theatrics. This is all permitted. It's desired behavior because we know that when it comes to public school teachers, they want nothing more than to get out of actually having to work. That's why you have 6 or 7 teachers gathered outside the door of that classroom when all it probably took was one principal and one staff assistant. But they don't want to work. So little Bonquisha will continue to terrorize. She'll be allowed to do so. The teachers will gather around, pretend to be concerned, pretend to be against what she's doing, but at the end of the day, it will be permitted. Please, please, let me know what you think would help this. What do you think would be the solution? Because I would bet my last dollar that this kid doesn't have a father in the home. And I would bet my last dollar if this kid had a father in the home, this type of mess wouldn't be going on. But there's a common theme here. There's a common characteristic. There's very consistent optics when it comes to these situations. Black women overseeing black children who are being allowed to behave like monsters. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate everything you do for this channel. Thank you. And excuse the raspy. I had to do this video because it was just that damn shocking. Till the next time, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.